believe in ghosts? Do you think they exist, lingering in the shadows of our world? This is the question that has haunted mankind for centuries. Throughout history, cultures across the globe have spun tales of spectral apparitions, unseen presences that cling to places marked by tragedy or death. These are not just tales to frighten children, but stories born from a deep-seated human instinct to understand the unknown. Prepare yourself as we embark on a chilling journey through the most haunted places on Earth. Our first stop is the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, USA. This imposing fortress-like structure, designed to inspire dread, has a history as chilling as its cold stone walls. Opening its doors in the early 1800s, it was designed to instill penitence in its inmates with its solitary confinement system, a new concept at the time. But the solitude soon proved to be a breeding ground for despair and insanity, and the penitentiary soon gained infamy for its harsh conditions and the mental deterioration of its inmates. Over the years, tales of shadowy figures, disembodied voices, and chilling wails have become all too common. Visitors and staff alike have reported eerie experiences, from feelings of being watched to encounters with apparitions. Some claim to have seen the specters of former inmates, forever trapped within the penitentiary's oppressive walls. With its dark past, the Eastern State Penitentiary remains one of the most chilling places on Earth. Next, we travel to the Tower of London, England. This imposing fortress, with its 1,000-year history, is a testament to the darker side of England's past. It served as a royal palace, a treasury, and most notably, a prison and execution site. The tower's blood-soaked history has given rise to countless ghost stories, each more chilling than the last. One of the most famous phantoms said to roam its grounds is that of Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of King Henry VIII. Beheaded in 1536 for treason against the king, her headless spectre is often spotted near the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula, where her body was unceremoniously buried. These spectral sightings, coupled with the tower's gruesome history, make it one of the most haunted places in the world. It's a chilling reminder that some stories refuse to be buried with the dead. The Tower of London, a place where history and horror intertwine. We journey to the Aokigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest. This somber place, nestled at the northwest base of Mount Fuji, is renowned as one of the world's top suicide destinations. The forest's density and eerie quiet, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the occasional caw of a crow, create an unnerving atmosphere that leaves many visitors feeling unsettled. Aokigahara's reputation is not just born out of the tragic events that have occurred here. Visitors often report strange phenomena, whispers in the wind, shadows moving in the periphery, an inexplicable feeling of being watched. The forest's twisted trees and winding roots seem to hide secrets, echoing the sorrow of the souls who sought their end within its depths. The Japanese government has made efforts to discourage suicide in this forest, but the specter of its grim history lingers, casting a shadow over the natural beauty of the landscape. Aokigahara Forest, a place of profound sadness and unspeakable horror. Our next stop is the catacombs in Paris, France. Beneath the city's bustling streets lies a macabre labyrinth of tunnels and tombs. The catacombs house the remains of over 6 million people, making it a city of the dead, hidden beneath the city of light. Originally, these tunnels were ancient stone mines, but in the late 18th century, as Parisian cemeteries began to overflow, the tunnels transformed into a mass burial ground. Over the years, the bones were organized into a grim decorative art, creating walls of skulls and femurs that stretch on for miles. Many visitors have reported eerie experiences in the catacombs. Whispers echo through the skeletal halls. Footsteps follow when no one is there, and shadows shift in the corners of your vision. Some even claim to have seen apparitions of long-dead Parisians forever trapped in their subterranean tomb. The catacombs, a chilling reminder of the city's past. The dead may be silent, but in the catacombs they speak volumes. We now travel to the Bangar Fort in Rajasthan, India. Nestled within the Aravalli range, this 17th century fort is steeped in mystery and folklore. Legend has it that a sorcerer, smitten by the fort's princess, tried to bewitch a love potion. The princess, quick-witted and beautiful, saw through his ruse and caused his death. But not before the sorcerer cursed Banga, dooming it to destruction and desolation. Stories of uncanny events and ghostly apparitions are common among locals. They whisper of strange noises, chilling screams, and an eerie feeling of being watched. It's even said that anyone who dares to stay within the fort after sunset never returns. The Archaeological Survey of India has forbidden entry after dark, further fanning the flames of its haunted reputation. Bangar Fort, a place where the line between myth and reality blurs. A labyrinth of ruins, where the echoes of the past resonate with tales of supernatural occurrences. We visit 3 more terrifying locations: Poveglia Island in Italy, the Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana, USA, and Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. Our first stop is the eerie Poveglia Island, a secluded piece of land shrouded in dark history. Once used as a quarantine station for plague victims and later an asylum, the island is said to echo with the tormented cries of those who died there. Visitors report seeing apparitions and hearing unexplained sounds, the chilling remnants of the island's ghastly past. We then venture to the southern United States, to the Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana. This plantation is rumored to be built atop an ancient Native American burial ground, and its history is littered with tragic events, from murder to disease. It's no surprise that this place is said to be home to at least a dozen spirits. The most famous of these spectral residents is Chloe, a former slave who allegedly poisoned 2 of the plantation owner's daughters. Whether it's phantom footsteps or eerie sightings, the Myrtles Plantation is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Finally, we cross the Atlantic to the historic Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. Perched atop a volcanic rock, this fortress has stood as a silent witness to countless battles, sieges, and executions. It's reported that the castle is haunted by a diverse array of spirits, including a headless drummer boy, a phantom piper, and even the ghost of a dog. Visitors often recount the chilling sensations of being watched, touched, or even pushed by unseen hands. Each location carries with it a chilling tale, a testament to the haunting past. These places remind us that history is not just about dates and facts, but also about the stories and experiences of those who lived before us. And sometimes these stories refuse to be forgotten, echoing through time in the form of spectral whispers and ghostly apparitions. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying that these places carry an air of mystery and intrigue that's hard to ignore. So as we conclude our journey, remember, the world is full of unexplained phenomena, and sometimes the most haunting stories are the ones we can't quite explain. Our journey ends with the Château de Brissac in France and Leap Castle in Ireland. Nestled in the picturesque Loire Valley, the Château de Brissac is a vision of grandeur and elegance, but don't let its beauty fool you. This towering castle, dating back to the 11th century, holds within its walls a chilling secret. It's said to be haunted by the Green Lady, a spectral figure named for her green dress. According to legend, she was the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII and was murdered by her husband when he discovered her affair. Now, her ghost is said to roam the castle's rooms, her moans echoing through the halls. Meanwhile, across the sea in Ireland, Leap Castle will send a shiver down your spine. With a history soaked in bloodshed, it's no surprise that Leap Castle is considered one of the most haunted places on the Emerald Isle. The O'Carroll clan, who once ruled these lands, were infamous for their cruelty and treachery. The castle's bloody chapel is said to be haunted by a priest who was brutally murdered by his brother, his spirit forever trapped within the castle's stone walls. But the most terrifying of all Leap Castle's spirits is the Elemental, an entity said to be older than the castle itself. This malevolent being is said to bring with it a foul smell of sulfur and decay, a chilling reminder of the castle's dark past. From the Green Lady's mournful wails to the Elemental's terrifying presence, these castles serve as grim reminders of the world's haunted history. They stand as monuments to the past, their ghostly inhabitants forever bound to their halls, trapped in an endless cycle of fear and despair. These castles, steeped in history and horror, serve as a chilling conclusion to our journey. From the Eastern State Penitentiary to the Tower of London, the Aokigahara Forest to the Catacombs, and the Bangar Fort to the Myrtles Plantation. In every corner of the world, there are places where the veil between our world and the next seems thin, places that remind us of the dark corners of human history and the chilling possibility of what lies beyond. Each location, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, the unseen, the unexplained. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow horror fans. Until next time, sleep tight.